name is Bill DiPaolo. I founded Time's Up Reorganization, which we're in the Brooklyn space right now. We're sued several times as the leaders of critical mass. We've explained to them there is no leaders, but we do advertise the event on our monthly calendar. So they claim since we advertised it, that we must be the leaders, and they sued us. They said we're not allowed to advertise anything without a permit, and we're like, we don't apply for any permits. They changed the whole law in New York City just because of Time's Up. Really
Sounds
sadly.
just like the hub and pedal movement.
Yeah, they changed the whole law to say from now on, any 50 people, whether they're waiting for a bus, on a bike ride, whatever, need a permit.
So I am getting some really, really valuable information right now. Critical mass of New York versus the NYPD. Police stealing, not seizing, stealing people's bikes. This is a good case. We could win.
You gotta get a lawyer. So they're kind of claiming if someone doesn't live in the city, they have to register in the city to ride a bike.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
No understanding of history.
Yeah,
and they could care
exactly.
less about history. They're like, biking is what?
They just call us an anarchist group that causes trouble, and it's like, well, critical mass is responsible for changing a lot of the policies.
All over the world.
This is our home. My organization, One Imagination. We do we do film screenings, and we had our album release at the hub. And so a lot of us are involved in the cycling community in Long Beach, and we are each other's resources. So, we're definitely in the struggle together, and it sucks that they shut down the hub, but we're gonna get it back.
They shut it down?
They shut it down because of their involvement with critical mass.
Are you kidding?
No.
Some of this stuff is so illegal.
I still feel like the police.
I don't think the police, I think they misused the law because I don't know.
They did.
You need a lawyer. You need to sue them. Use the suit as leverage when you talk to them. Like, we got 5 suits coming against you, this, that. This is going to be embarrassing around the world. Then sit down and talk. You can't sit down and talk unless you're coming from a position of power. It's not good. We tried never to talk to them because what happens is that one person is now negotiating for you. The critical mass has no ride leaders. Be careful of the whole negotiation thing.
Why?
Because the cops could say now they talk to you and now you're not listening to what they said. You can negotiate with elected officials.
The city manager.
You have to
he
negotiate
doesn't-
with people that are elected, not people that are appointed. There's a
Thank you.
big difference. So the police commissioner in New York, he said that critical mass people were anarchists, and then we wrote a response in the New York Times, and we were saying what the police commissioner has mistaken for anarchy is community, and community has no leaders. It's just what it is. It doesn't have to be organized, and the critical mass is that. It's a community of people getting together, celebrating what the streets could look like. It works together, you get these lawyers and everything's going great, you get the press. So then what can happen is the police do this divide strategy. What they're going to do, and it seems like it's already happened, is they're going to pull over bicyclists, harass them, search them, and then right at the end of the conversation they're going to slip in the word critical mass. And they're going to get those people to divide from you.
Bike-friendly city in America is what Long Beach claims right now.
Really?
As of January 2010. It says it in front of City Hall. We have bike lanes and all that stuff. But, I mean, that's just a self-proclamation.
Wow, this is really interesting, the registering your bike law. I hope that doesn't become a problem here. Call me, I'm here to help.
For sure.
One person will stop with the cops, the whole ride should keep going. Because we don't want one cop to stop the whole ride. So you try to have
everyone's first time. So.
Yeah, you try to have, but it seemed like there was tons of cops anyway.
Oh, hell yeah, it's like half of the department was there. And they were all from different divisions too.
You need to get lawyers. A lot of lawyers. File something with the district attorney. And then you can file individually with each cop. Really have a democratic decision whether you're going to sit down with the cops, because the cops are only going to tell you what they want from you. How are you going to negotiate when it's not your ride? It's an impossible situation to negotiate from because it's not your ride. It happens the last Friday of every month in 200 cities around the world. There's no leaders, there's no rules, and there's some quoted text up on the internet of how it should be structured, but we're just following what other cities are doing. And of course, we want to be legal and stuff, so if you want to tell us how to be legal, that's fine. Well, they're like, well, you need to apply for permits. Like, no, there's a First Amendment. You don't need a permit. So that's what we say here in New York.
I'm stoked. We have really, really good connections right now in New York. They've gone through the same thing, and everything that's happened to them, it's happening to us, but at a faster pace. So we got a long battle ahead of us. This center is so dope. It's just like the hub back at home. It's what the hub can be. It's what it should be. But we can't keep having the cops shut us down for doing something good for the community. So yeah, this is dope. Check it out. Time's up. Time's up. Direct action education. Environmental group. This is exactly what we're striving for. Our own community that claims to be the bike-friendliest city in the nation. And we have to hold the city accountable for it. So thank you, New York, taking back everything that you just said to Long Beach.